You're watching live coverage from RJD News. Thank you for contributions from viewers like you.
Major development in the case of that missing Colorado mother last on Thanksgiving Day. Her fiance, who was the father of her child, was the last to see her. Investigators searching his ranch over the weekend, and this morning, take a look, they arrested him in connection with her murder.
Tonight, the acting Attorney General, Matthew Whitaker, will keep the most controversial part of his portfolio. The Justice Department disclosed that Whitaker determined he has no reason to recuse himself from overseeing Robert Mueller's special counsel investigation.
We need border security, and the Republicans in the Senate, as you know, are taking it up today. And it's really up to the Democrats, totally up to the Democrats as to whether or not we have a shutdown.
It is a great morning here in Buffalo, New York. This is RJD News. This morning, I'm Rashid James, your host. This morning, we have breaking news. We are learning this morning that President Trump has more than once lashed out at the acting Attorney General, Matt Whitaker. Trump was upset with Whitaker because prosecutors he oversees implicated that the president on the Michael Cohen investigations. And we saw breaking news with NBC News. We're going to start today's news. So let's get started.
Tonight, the acting Attorney General, Matthew Whitaker, will keep the most controversial part of his portfolio. The Justice Department disclosed that Whitaker determined he has no reason to recuse himself from overseeing Robert Mueller's special counsel investigation. That despite Whitaker's past critiques.
I understand sort of following the money. But at the same time, we cannot go on these fishing expeditions.
That's welcome news to President Trump, who fired his former Attorney General Jeff Sessions because Sessions recused himself. But Democrats furious tonight.
Whether recusal is mandated or not, it is clearly called for here, because you have to avoid not only impropriety, but the appearance of impropriety.
And they're critical of President Trump's nominee to permanently replace Whitaker, William Barr, who wrote a 19-page memo in June saying the president couldn't be charged with obstruction of justice for firing James Comey. Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein tried to calm concerns today.
I believe that investigation is being handled appropriately under the existing department regulations.
It all comes as the Russia investigation barrels ahead. Kristen Welker, NBC News, the White House.
Breaking news this morning in remarks to the missing Colorado woman. Her fiancé was arrested with ties to her murder. ABC News will now update us.
Development in the case of that missing Colorado mother last seen on Thanksgiving Day. Her fiancé, who was the father of her child, was the last to see her. Investigators searching his ranch over the weekend, and this morning, take a look, they arrested him in connection with her murder. ABC's Clayton Sandell was there. He witnessed that arrest and has the exclusive video.
You see him? He's in cuffs.
4 weeks after his fiancée vanished, the clock ran out today for Patrick Frazee. Police and FBI agents swarming his home early this morning, coming face to face with Frazee and his mother as they tried to leave, arresting him at gunpoint,
and ordered him out of the car, put him into handcuffs, and he is now in custody.
Frazee, who a day earlier refused to speak to us.
Why haven't you spoken out about Kelsey, Patrick?
Now under arrest for allegedly murdering Kelsey Barrett, the 29-year-old mother of his child, last seen Thanksgiving Day.
Sadly, we do not believe Kelsey is still alive.
Police also charging Frazee with solicitation, hinting he did not act alone.
It is a crime to solicit somebody to commit another crime.
Is it fair to say then that Patrick had somebody working with him?
Again, we'll be filing formal charges.
Investigators believe Barrett was killed in her townhome. They returned again overnight, carrying out bags of evidence. 3 days after she vanished, her cell phone was detected in Idaho, 700 miles away.
Her phone did end up in Idaho, and we are working to try to recover that.
Frazee was in court this afternoon. He's now being represented by a public defender who did not return our calls. As for the couple's 1-year-old daughter, officials say she is safe and with Kelsey's family tonight. Tom?
Clayton Sandell with that exclusive video tonight. Clayton, thank you.
President Trump has threatened that he will shut down the government if the Senate does not vote to fund or pay for the wall. President Trump is desperate and he wants these measures to be taken seriously, and this is our story.
I said, let's take it. What difference is it? An incredible success for our country. Thank you. Mike Pence?
Thank you, Mr. President.
So we need border security, and the Republicans in the Senate, as you know, are taking it up today. And it's really up to the Democrats, totally up to the Democrats as to whether or not we have a shutdown. It's possible that we'll have a shutdown. I would say the chances are probably very good because I don't think Democrats care so much about maybe this issue, but this is a very big issue. It's an issue of crime. It's up to the Democrats. So it's really the Democrat shutdown. We've done our thing.